Yes. Welcome to a brand new Modern Rejects podcast. I'm here with my host, Mallory Vivar.
I'm here.
And this is episode 82. And I'm here to inform you, my friends, this is a brand new podcast.
Brand new.
We got the intro, brand new. This is a segment-based podcast now, my friends. Now, I know what you're saying to myself. I know what you're saying to yourself. Segments. Yes, my friend. Nick, you're doing segments, my friend? Yes, I'm doing segments now. One of the segments that we start off the show with is called Reject of the Week. Then we're going to jump into...
Back to the drawing board.
Thank you. And then we're going to jump into the Modern Rejects Hall of Fame. The Modern Rejects Hall of Fame is your legends that walk these streets. Some can be rejects, some may not be rejects, some may be brilliant, some may be stupid. Some may not even be human. It just all depends on who your legend is that week. Now, the first ever annual Reject of the Week. This week's Reject of the Week goes out to a woman and two men. Now listen, this is in Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Eminem. Not much shit really goes down in Flint, Michigan. It's just a bunch of burnt houses and people running around with paintball guns, and it's just nothing but cold.
And like the water's nasty.
The water's disgusting. It's like a little Germany, if you will.
Yeah, but I think didn't what's his name get water there? Like somehow do clean.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden, yeah.
But that was all bullshit. It's like one little water source. He didn't spread it out. But yeah, I saw that whole thing. That's when his clean water campaign shit. No. So this is what happens in Flint, Michigan when someone asks you to put a mask on when you enter the store. I'm going to read this to you. 43-year-old Calvin Merlin. I hope I'm saying that right. Moonerlin. It really doesn't. Rest in peace,
Shout out
brother.
to Calvin.
Shout out to Calvin. Who worked as a security guard at a Family Dollar in Flint, Michigan, was shot and killed after telling a customer that she needed to wear a face mask. The woman allegedly left the store in an SUV, and 20 minutes later, the SUV returned. Two men enter the store, and later the SUV... Oh, I'm sorry. Two men enter the store, and one of them yelled at Calvin about disrespecting his wife. I got so many fucking comments on this already. The other man that shot the security guard says CNN Merlin is survived by his wife and children. Calvin Merlin is dead, my friends, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me see how you say it.
It's Calvin Merlin. Is that how you say it? Rest in peace, brother, man. How you say it? Maryland? You can't even pronounce it either, right?
Motherland? It has a
Motherland. So, here's my problem, okay? This guy is a security guard. Is it a security guard at Family fucking Dollar?
Yeah, but now you have to think like we're in...
But a security guard at a Family Dollar?
Well, what's happening right now?
No, I know that, but I don't think I've ever seen a security guard ever at a Family Dollar.
Well, maybe because Flint, Michigan isn't a good place to be, so they have to have security wherever they can.
Flint, Michigan, is that fucked up that they got security guards at the Dollar Tree?
Maybe. We don't live there. We don't know.
If that is the case, then Jesus Christ. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Now that going back to this situation right now, that's why they have fucking security guards.
Probably.
So this woman walks in this Dollar Tree. The security guard asks her to put a face mask on. There's a deadly fucking virus going on right now. Put the face mask on. She doesn't put the face mask on. I guarantee you, I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but I want to say the security guard was probably like, ma'am, I need you to put a mask on. I don't need to put no fucking Met game some lip or something. And he goes, ma'am, I need you to put a mask on. She probably kept going at him, and then he got
like it's store policy.
He store policy with the whole thing. Probably got sick of that shit and said, "Put a fucking face mask on." And then she goes, "Oh, you just fucked up." And I'm gonna stop right there, ladies out there. If you have a problem with a man, don't go to your husband or boyfriend and tell them about the situation, because now as a man we have to do one or two things. And either one of them is gonna make me look like a bitch. Because one of them I gotta go fight the person, and now if I get my ass kicked, then it's on me.
Yeah.
And now I look ashamed in front of my girl. If I don't go fight, now I have to sit in my own puddle of fucking shame.
Yeah. But
Go
you
ahead.
also have to remember it's just a face mask that this woman's refusing to wear. It's not like he called her fat or
No.
ugly,
So that's what I'm saying. If I know it's just a face mask, but what I'm saying is I know he went to his wife, or the wife went to the husband and was like, this motherfucker probably said
Probably
some
100%.
outlandish shit that this guy has never said in his life.
Yeah.
And probably said, he called me fat or something, told me to put my fat ass in a mask or some, some absurd shit.
Sure.
Triggers this guy to go beat the shit out of this guy. And what does he end up doing? He ends up killing the dude. And now
I can't imagine.
she doesn't have a husband. So next time you want to go bitch about someone putting a face mask on, or about someone, at a security guard at a Family Dollar store, now you got no husband. And when I get on a rant like that, I can't even talk straight. The words go too fast in my head.
Poor Calvin.
So shout out to Calvin, man. R.I.P. the good brother Calvin was just trying to guard the Dollar General. My man literally died for some dollar stuff, like some dollar items.
He should be honored.
I got a beef with the dollar store because not everything at the dollar store is a dollar.
Well, not at Dollar General. Dollar Tree, everything's $1, but at Dollar General, it ranges. Some things can be pretty pricey there.
Say that again?
At Dollar General,
Yes.
things can be pricey. Everything's not just $1. There's a lot of things that are $1 there, but some can range from, it's like a little store.
Right. It's creepy as shit in a
Yeah, there's
dollar.
always one
What's
light
the one over
like
here?
in the
What's
back
the one over
that
here?
twitches. Dollar Tree.
I went to the Dollar Tree and I walked in there and I walked all the way into the back, and in the back it's like it's like it's got that.
Wait, where were we?
The one over here by the gym.
Oh, that's Dollar General.
So the Dollar General, when you walk in the
One's creepy.
when you walk in the very very back corner on the right, there's a light that's twitching and it's in the corner, and when you walk back there, it just gets darker and darker and it starts twitching.
Is it louder and louder as you go back there?
No,
Like,
it's it's like zzz. Oh, it's the
Dude, that's
it's like one of those places you go and you can like time travel.
That's like an older building too.
It's like like the movies are like, oh my god, we gotta go to the time travel station,
Yeah.
and they run to the Dollar General in the back, go in the very back, and then they time travel out of there. That's
Yeah.
and there's like the Stranger Things, you know what I'm saying? Anyways,
funny.
so yeah, shout out to the good brother Calvin. Reject of the week goes out to the good. They didn't even have his name here. They don't have the guy that shot the guy's name in here.
Probably because it's an embarrassment.
Oh, well, what they're doing is they're not really putting names out there like that anymore, because like shootings and shit like that,
Yeah.
they're not putting their names out anymore because motherfuckers are doing it just to get their names out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Whoa.
That's a thing.
Something new every day.
Shall we move on to our next category?
We shall.
Okay. On to our next category is back to the chalkboard. Now, back to the chalkboard. I know what you're asking yourself. Back to the chalkboard. What could this mean? Are we going back to school? No, we're not going back to school. Is there a chalkboard behind me right now? Yes, there's a chalkboard behind me, but that's not the point. The point is, back to the chalkboard is a category that allows you to change anything in the world to what you want it to be. As far as a law, or if you want... if you wish Betty White was an African American woman instead of a Caucasian woman, or if you would want to, if you want, this is a pretty flat out example, legalize marijuana in your state type thing, So Mallory has the first topic. So Mallory, take it away for me, please.
Okay. So I guess what I would one thing I guess it would be changing a law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course it's a law.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? And it would be for the driver's license.
Yeah.
Like the DMV part.
And I put what you're about to say. I put on my Snapchat the other day.
Yes.
I was very
And so let me just
frustrated.
give you a little glimpse. So, when you're running late
You're
to
right.
wherever you're going, because we are always in such a rush to do everything as Americans.
See, but you say this, but you rush everywhere.
I am always in a rush because, look, I look at
I'm always in a rush.
time.
Uh-huh.
I time myself. I have a very good sense of time
Uh-huh.
in my time frames.
Okay.
I'm very good at planning that.
Eh.
So when I start running a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes behind, that is like 15, 20 minutes in my eyes.
Okay.
So, of course, I freak out, so I have to start rushing.
Right.
Well, when I rush, I drive recklessly.
Really
like,
recklessly.
awful. And I
Yes.
am notorious
And
for
everything
it. I have
that-
several people who can say
Everything that
you're
happens on the
horrible.
road is not your fault. It's
Everybody else.
everybody else's
Of
fault.
course, it
Right,
would
right,
never
right.
be my fault because
Okay.
I am such a good driver. This, that, whatever.
Yes.
So, you're driving in the fast lane, or it's, a 3-lane highway, and you're driving in the fast lane, and you're weaving in and out of cars, because I drive a little car, so I'm,
Yeah, it's like a golf
in and out of
cart.
there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going 80. The most I try to go is 85.
What's the speed limit?
It's like
70?
70,
Okay.
60. It depends
Average.
where I'm at. Fort Worth,
Average.
it's 60. Around
Yeah,
Mansfield,
and that's
it's
just
70.
absurd. If you're driving 60 miles an hour,
Like, why would you be
Continue.
Does
Okay.
this make me a bad person?
No, because I'm
Okay.
sure I agree with you, but go ahead.
And no hate, no ugliness. It's just like one of my pet peeves
Uh-huh.
is when there's somebody driving in the fast lane over the age of 55, which is considered a senior citizen. man.
55?
55 and over is considered a senior citizen.
55 and over, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think how old is my father? My father's not 56, 55. He's probably
No, I think-
54, 53. He's about to be a senior citizen?
But what I'm saying is automatic, like you know how I guess we only take a driver's test once and then we go and just get it renewed. And then
Yes.
if you
don't-
if
once you
get
pass it, you
tickets
don't
and
have to take it.
stuff, like I don't know if you have to redo it or if you
Well,
get it
we get
revoked.
the tickets. We go take the online driver's course. That's about it.
Yeah, so anyway,
Yeah.
and I was a little harsh earlier. I was going to say,
Mhm.
if you're 55 and over, eliminate your driver's license. No more driving for you. You're done.
55
You're done. Cut out. Boom. Stamp. Done.
I know a lot of sharp
Yeah.
60
Okay, and this is where I'll back it up.
Shout out Betty.
Dude.
For
Betty.
for those of you at home, Betty is Mallory's grandmother,
And we call her Bubby.
Call her Bubby. She is 90 years old. Just turned 90 this past year.
Yeah, in November. So she'll be 91 this
She'll
year.
be 91 this year, and this woman is as sharp as a whistle.
So she's had a Jeep for a long time. Well, the Jeep went under, so my aunt and uncle got her a car, and she's about to be 91.
She's as sharp as a whistle, though.
Like, why did she need a car?
She's sharp as a whistle. She could probably put shoes on and run.
I mean, if she wanted to, it'd be bad.
Right.
Bad on her.
So
but
you think age is 55? So what age range do you want?
I just think
Mallory's making the law. Mallory
Okay.
is on the.
I'm
ju-
making
as
the law
judge.
today. This is exactly what I want to happen, and one day it's gonna. I just don't know when. 55 and older, you have to take a test up till what? You have to take a test every 2 years to make sure that you are sharp as a whistle on that road.
Mhm.
And then I think it should stop like at 70.
70? What's that? What, so I turned 70 years old. What do I have to do?
No
I
more
ta-
drivers.
At 70?
I mean, they're the ones who are going freakishly
You don't.
slow.
You don't. So you'd rather take their license away? But you wouldn't give them the opportunity to come redo their driver's test?
One redo.
You get one redo. So if you fail,
But
then it's
what
over.
I'm saying, my whole point to this is
Yeah.
when I'm in a rush, I don't care about anybody else but me, and that's what sucks. That's
Yeah.
a selfish thing.
Uh-huh.
But get out of the fast lane if you're gonna drive that slow. And 9 times out of 10, when I'm going super fast and I'm in a rush and I'm honking my horn at that person to move because there's no place to go, and I want that person to get the hell out of my way.
Yeah.
I somehow figure out who's driving that car, and 9 times out of 10 it is an older person.
You know what's funny? I get a little racist when I drive. When Nick gets in the car, he gets a little racist.
We are horrible
Look,
drivers.
there's 2 times when Nick gets racist. When Corona season's here, and when Nick gets in the car. Because when I get in the car, I'm just a racist. I'm a 1985 racist. And I get in the car, and it's not even like an African American thing. It's not even like, I got to be completely honest with you. If I'm going, right, and I hope this doesn't get me in trouble, but if I'm going and there's a Honda van in front of me, and I'm in the left hand lane, and I see the Honda van, and it's going 40 miles an hour, and you see the head, right? You see the back of the head, and it's not even fucking checking rear views. It's not even checking the other mirrors. It's just straight ahead, doesn't give a shit about anybody. And as I'm pulling around, I go, for the love of God, please don't make me an asshole and let you be an Asian man. And when I pass and it's an Asian man, I don't say anything. I don't make a racist comment. I literally look up like this and I go, that's all I do.
I feel like you're targeted too on the road a lot.
Dude, we've drove together. You've been in my car. You've been multiple times. We're married. When I'm driving, will I not be going in a straight lane and then I'll mind my own fucking business, not going into speed, and the car in front of me just goes, woo, just cuts me off.
Yeah, it cuts you off, or someone comes up from behind you like super fast out of nowhere, or someone's trying to get in his lane and like doesn't see his car and tries to get over and move your car off.
And then I'm the asshole.
And then when you're throwing your hands up, they just look at you like,
dude, I have such PTSD now. And if I accidentally cut someone off the road and I start yelling, I go, oh, fuck, they're going to call the cops. I'm getting arrested now.
Yeah.
It's done. Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway. So let's set this up for you. Okay? So you're set on 70 years old. We take your license.
75. Fine.
75, we take your license.
But from 55 to 75, you have to take a driver's test every so often. I don't know what that number is because we need to look at statistics and whatnot, and we need to be, brainiacs about this. But definitely, there's going to be an age group and a time frame where you have to take these tests to make sure. And yes, part of it is because I want you to not be in the fast lane. I want you to get the hell out of my way. But also for the safety, too.
They should give tickets out.
You never know what could happen. Someone could just be looking at their phone and going 90 miles an hour, and then someone's going 40 in the fast lane, and in the blink of an eye, it's over. 2 lives are gone. You know what I'm saying? It's not a healthy situation.
I'm going to look it up right now, but do you know the state that you can go? There's a highway where it has no speed limit.
I've heard of it, but
no speed limit.
Surely that's
highway.
not
Germany. It's in Germany. Oh, on Texas. Texas has 85 miles an hour on a section of state highway. No, it's Germany. Has no fucking speed. There's a highway that has no speed limit.
I get. Is it just rural area and whatnot?
It's like, I don't know.
It would have to be because if it's through a city,
some huge highway. I don't know. So if personally I had to do the age thing, I would go at 80. You got to redo it. You get 2 chances. If you fail, then we can't give it to you. I
guess. And my grandma's still driving, but she's one of those that like.
Bubby's sharp though.
She generally.
She's like this.
She's not that sharp.
She's like this. You go, Bubby. She goes, you go, but she goes, what? And I haven't said your name yet.
She always knows what you're thinking.
Okay, so I don't really have anything to change this week.
Yeah.
As far as the only thing I would change, actually I do have something I would change. If I could change something right now, I would be changing the school system, because as I'm 23 years old right now. We are married. We're trying to get our own place, like a real place, house, and I don't know, but the least bit of any fucking thing real estate, not anything down payment wise. I just started building my credit this last year. Got a good fucking score. What do I got? Like a 600 or what's the high score? 600?
No, it's
what
like I think I can get up to 800. Yours is probably in the 700s.
I got a 700.
Yeah, you
I got good credit. I got good credit.
I don't got very good. But
so I just started building my credit this year. I got no clue about anything. I don't even know how to buy shit. The only places I live is with roommates, and that's easy. You just pay fucking your portion, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? But Now I got to get the down payments. And if I'm going to get a house, I got to get a loan. I got to get this loan. I don't know how to get the loan. First time buyers, or the first time buyers, or to do this. So I get the apartment, but if I get the apartment, I'm wasting money.
Too many options.
It's too fucking much. What my point here is if I would have learned this bullshit in school, I would be just fine. And I know what you're saying. Nick, we learned that shit. Business management is not fucking learning how to finance, man. We played that Sims game for like 3 fucking months. It was a Sims game. You would play. You had to buy an apartment, do the down payment, all that bullshit, but it was in the game. And what was fucked up is you had to play the game and figure it out. She didn't tell you how. I never figured it out. I got stuck on the first level the whole time. The whole time I'm in the first level. And my teacher, Miss Dotson, or not Miss Dotson, some other teacher, she would fall asleep. And so now I'm 23 years old and I got married and I don't know how to buy
I
anything.
think it's expected, and I could be completely wrong on this, is, towards, I don't know, I guess it's just based on college. After high school, it's like a thing to go to college. Like, everybody's
do they teach
expected.
you how to do that in college?
That's what I'm saying. They don't. College focuses on whatever college focuses on.
So what I'm saying, they need to be changing that shit, man. That business management and money management, all that bullshit, it does nothing.
Yeah.
Like, we need to be learning how to fucking invest in real estate.
And I was lucky to learn, I don't know, I learned like some stuff, of course, you don't know, and that's okay. But
Well,
I've
God you
learned
learned
from
how to
my
know
mom, because it was only my mom and I. So if
Yeah.
she couldn't do something, I had to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
When it came to cleaning, cooking.
See,
paying
that's
bills,
my thing.
things
I'm
like that.
a pusher guy. So if I get pushed to do, like, if I get like, it's hard to say. Like, if
someone's standing behind you and trying to,
if someone's like trying to push me out, I'm like, oh fuck. Then I'm like,
yeah,
type shit. I don't know. But that's really the only thing I would change this week is we need to change that, because I don't know how to buy a goddamn house. I need to buy a house.
Yeah, and how to establish credit and things like that to get you going. Because, credit's going to be with you until you die.
I can't even get. I was about to make a comment about the credit, but I can't even get into the credit.
Well, I
thing
made the comment for
because
you.
I go down in a hole with the credit thing, because it's just a fucking stupid.
You don't.
It's a stupid, twisted game.
I forget. You hate
It's
credit.
a twisted game. It's the bank's way of like grabbing your nipples, and it's like working you, just milking you. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of scary.
Like this. Here's the bank. Like, here's the bank.
Yes, I see it. I visually see it.
They go like this. They go. Oh, what, a late fee? And then they go like this. They go like this with credit, and they go late fee. Anyways, let's move on to our next topic, shall we? This will be our last topic of the podcast. Hit the dong. Is it gong or dong? It's gong. Hit the gong. This week's Modern Reject Hall of Famer goes out to a man that I just discovered this last week. He's not a big man. He's not a tall man. He's not a fit man.
He's a curly man.
He's a curly man. I don't know how else to describe him. He has big hits with Justin Bieber, Beyonce, any rapper you've ever heard of. Goes by the name of Benny Blanco.
Woo, Benny!
Benny Blanco was a producer. I found this guy on the show, what's Lil Dicky's show? Dave. And Benny Blanco's on there, and I see this, and then I see Benny Blanco on YouTube. So then me and Mal are sitting here one night. We click on his YouTube, and he has this cooking show, with this bigger gentleman named Maddie. Maddie Mathis.
Mathus. I can't remember.
Something like
it's
that.
Maddie Math.
And he's a bigger gentleman. And what they do is Benny Blanco is basically getting put in this Hall of Fame because he is such a joy of fucking life, man. He's one of those guys where if I'm going on vacation, I'm calling Benny Blanco.
I think he's a genuine guy.
He's a genuine guy. He's one of those guys that, like, he doesn't really, from what I can see,
yeah,
he doesn't judge you. He's a go with the flow type guy. That's why I like you a lot, because, like, when I first met you, I would say, let's go do anything, and you literally, till this day, you've literally never said no.
Yeah. Till
this day, I've said, let's go do anything, and you're like, all right. That's why I was like, okay, because I like a go with the flow person.
Yeah.
Like, because I like to be on a schedule. So if I got someone that can, like, just go to the flow with the schedule, it's fine. Benny if you're out there, I need you on the podcast. I just want to get on a phone call with you. I think you're an amazing soul. We need more people out there like Benny Blanco.
Yeah.
And the other guy, Maddie. The other guy, Maddie, is just the cherry.
Maddie, okay, when I first saw Maddie, let me tell you what I see. I see a larger gentleman, tall, but still, average height.
Yes.
Tatted the hell up, and I don't know. Maddie's good. Maddie's good with Benny.
Maddie's the cherry on top to Benny. So they have this. They basically just cook.
Yeah, they help each other.
They help each other cook, and then they have like a scene where like they're in the bathtub together eating spaghetti together. Yeah. Spaghetti sounds pretty good right now.
Well, I have the stuff for it.
Really?
Yeah, or the ravioli.
Anyways, yeah. Shout out to Benny Blanco, man. So class for Benny. Benny, if you're out there, man, we love you.
You haven't even said what he does.
Yeah, I said he's a DJ. He's a producer. Okay. He makes beats. He's basically a producer for like the biggest fucking artists.
Just a badass,
ever.
Basic badass.
He's a Jewish. He doesn't look like he's probably like a 5'6", 5'7" Jewish man, curly hair, beard, and his style is the dope. He's got everything he wears is matchy with it. So he'll wear like the matching button up with the matching shorts. And then like some slides. Yeah, it's dope. I fuck with Benny. It's one of those things where I wish I could be.
I'm glad we came across him.
I'm so glad. I want my soul to be as good as Benny's, but deep down I know I don't have the power for that because when I get mad, and I've always wanted to know what people like that look like when they get mad. Like, is it more of like a butthurt? No, like Benny. Is it like when they get mad, is it like do they shake it off, or is it more of like a butthurt thing and like they don't show aggression?
He seems like somebody that would just shake it off, and then when he's alone, like he beats himself up over it. Maybe
that's what I think. Yeah, that's
because he doesn't seem like he would be like he just wouldn't blow up on that person right there. I feel like
he's one of those dudes that you look at and you just trust.
Like he has to be. Yeah. Like this in front of people just to hold his.
I know a lot of producers and DJs that are just they don't look like they know what they're doing.
DJ.
Yeah, like
I don't.
He's
know
not even
I
don't want to call him a DJ. He's more of like he's a producer. Yeah, he's like a producer. Yeah. All right, so that's my legend of the week. Shout out to Benny Blanco. Let's give a class for Benny Blanco, baby. Okay, nice, Benny. Baby. Who is your legend?
Okay, so my. Is it Hall of Famer?
Hall of Famer.
My Hall of Famer person thing. I believe this came out today, which is also Cinco de Mayo.
Shout out to Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, so this just came, I guess, from NBC. It says a 5-year-old boy pulled over in Utah while driving to California to buy a Lamborghini. First thoughts.
How old is he?
5 years old.
5 years old.
5 years old.
5 years old. He drives across the country to get a fucking Lamborghini.
This boy, let me tell you, this boy knows how to drive? ?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, how does he know how to drive? How does he know what a brake and the gas is? How does he know what the shift is?
His dad's probably a metalhead or something like that.
Okay. And it says, like, the little side thing to it is, it says, the boy said he left home with $3 in his pockets after an argument with his mom because she refused. Listen, she refused this little boy, 5 years old. She refused to buy him a sports car. Says the Utah Highway Police.
So he wanted a sports car. Mama said no. He said, fuck it. No. I'll take my $3.
I'm driving to Cali and buying myself one.
He's listening to Biggie Smalls. I'm going.
My first question to this kid is...
What's this guy's name?
I don't think he's a child. They won't release that.
What's your question to him?
Sorry, I read that for a second. I guess my question is to him is, how much is a Lamborghini to him? $3?
That's true. That's very true. He thought he was going to buy this Lamborghini with $3. How much is Lamborghini, you think?
I have no idea. But my thing is like, if he's 5 years old, obviously he's competent to drive a vehicle. So,
you know what's crazy is every 5-year-old has a Lamborghini poster on their wall. I had a Lamborghini poster on my wall. Every 5-year-old boy. Typical Lamborghinis go for about $200,000.
$3.
My man was about to go do the biggest bargain in history. and buy a fucking Lamborghini for $3.
And what do you think? It's just like,
Here's what's funny. You think he was gonna buy that shit? He may have stole that motherfucker because he stole his mom's car to go get it. So why wouldn't he just ditch that one, grab the keys, and run out that bitch? You're not even thinking about a 5-year-old walking around the dealership. You know what I'm saying? He grabs some keys and just takes off.
But I guess why he's in the Hall of Fame is just he's got bigger nuts than all of us.
Did this guy get any consequences? This kid?
Let's see.
You can't tell me they just took him back. They'd have fucking threw my ass in juvie.
Okay, so he's talking to the state trooper or the highway patrol guy. I guess it's the same thing. He goes, the guy is asking, he goes, how old are you? You're 5 years old, the trooper's saying. And he goes, wow, where did you learn to drive this car?
What did the kid say?
The kid's just sitting there.
The kid's like, fuck off, dude. Take me
Okay,
home.
let's see. He left his home in an argument with his mom, wanted to buy a Lamborghini.
Can you imagine that argument? Fuck you, Mom. I'm going to buy a Lamborghini myself.
It really doesn't say what he says, but they're quoting it. He decided he'd take the car and go to California to buy one himself. He might have been short on the purchase amount as he only had $3 in his wallet.
Dude, I want to picture this as something like this. Okay, you ready? I'm going to give you the whole plot.
Oh, he didn't even get that far. I thought he like drove it, but it goes, the child only drove about 5 minutes from his home to the freeway when he was stopped.
How'd they catch him? Was he driving recklessly or something? Or was he going the speed limit, you think?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
This is how
he noticed he approached the USV. The little boy was sitting on the edge of the seat so he could reach the pedals. His head was barely reached the headrest.
This is how I imagine it, right? This is how I imagine it. He goes like this, like he comes home from school. He comes home from school, wants a fucking Lamborghini. He goes to his mom. He goes, Mom, I'm gonna ask you something, and just say yes or no. Can I get a Lamborghini? She goes, no, Charles. And he goes, Mom, it's not even that much. I already have $3 for the down payment. And she goes, Johnny, a Lamborghini's at least, Charles, a Lamborghini's at least 200,000, little Charles. He goes, Ma, I got $3. Did you not hear what I said? And she goes, Charles, you're not getting a Lamborghini. You're not even 16 years old. He goes, so? She goes, you have to have a driver's license. He goes, no, you don't. I'm serious. Convinced he does not need any of that shit.
I get so
because as a young child, I was convinced it was not that hard to get a car.
Yeah.
Walks out and you remember the movie Hot Rod when he goes, I need to go to my quiet place.
Yes, and
he
then he goes to the floor.
And he starts dancing. The kid runs out in his garage and just when like your mom would beat you when you're a child and you walk out and go, he just starts panicking. And then probably sees his mom's car and goes, you know what?
The keys dangling.
I'm a maniac, and just puts the car in, and just takes off, dude. And he probably was like, fuck it, and goes, and when he hit that shit, that's when the state trooper probably got him. What state is this in?
Utah.
What the fuck's going on in Utah? That's what's going on in Utah. Where is Utah? Is Utah its own state?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude? It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
How many states are there in the United States?
50.
That's what you thought. It was 52.
Anyways, Utah's up there.
So, what's then said this guy? What should we name this kid? Charles. What should we name him?
You already gave him a name, Charles.
Charles, no
Baxter.
name.
Charles Baxter.
Charles Baxter. Shout out to Charles Baxter for being this week's Modern Rejects Hall of Famer. I think that about wraps the show up.
I'd say so.
Honey buns and Cheerios.
Honey bunches of oats.
Okay, that's enough. Any last words for the people, baby, about the new show we got going here? You'll be here every episode now.
Yes, hopefully, yes.
Yeah, you'll be here every episode, and it's me and you. You're my co-host. I'm the host. We're actually both the hosts. It isn't even really a big host. Yeah. We're both the host.
Well, guess what? I'm the wife. So.
Yeah, so that's not how it works, though. But anyways.
That's how it works.
Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, hit the subscribe button. We'll be back next week with more Hall of Famers, with more changes, or back to the drawing boards, and with more rejects of the week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.